This is a story about the clash between viral celebrity and the illusion of musical prestige, as we will be doing a deep dive into this infinite tension at play today and asking the rhetorical question, are the Grammys merely just a numbers game? First, we must rewind back to 2000 in Carlsbad, California, born Alex Hughes on September 18, 2000. He started off as a typical YouTuber sometime around the year 2015. His early content had much more heavy emphasis on skateboarding, stunts, and comedy vlogs that drew heavy inspiration from the fast-paced editing style of vloggers like David Dobrik. I don't know. I guess looking at how you... His fame wasn't an accident. It was a combination of being in the right place at the right time and, crucially, sharing a very raw personal story. The biggest explosion in his career happened around 2019 to 2020 when he became a founding member of The Hype House, a collaborative content house in LA that included massive stars like Charli D'Amelio and Addison Rae. By living and filming with the biggest creators on the planet daily, his TikTok following skyrocketed into the tens of millions almost overnight. He became the vlog architect of the group, documenting their lives on YouTube while they danced on TikTok. While many of his peers were just dancing, Alex built a deeper connection by sharing his traumatic childhood. This differentiated him from the perfect life aesthetic of many influencers of his era. His father passed away from cancer, unfortunately, when Alex was just 9 years old. He was kicked out of his home as a teen and lived in his friends' cars, and as a result was technically homeless. This created a dynamic where viewers didn't just watch him, they rooted for him to succeed against the odds. Most influencers fail when trying to become real musicians, but Alex succeeded. He pivoted to music in 2021 with the song One More I Love You, channeling his grief into his art. In 2022, he signed with Atlantic Records. His music, often focused on mental health, grief, and relationships, allowed him to shed the influencer label and enter the mainstream charts, proving he had genuine talent beyond just 15-second clips. Fast forwarding to last week at the Grammys, we find ourselves living in a reality in which none other than the aforementioned Alex Warren takes a nomination for Best New Artist. The Grammy Awards have long positioned themselves as music's biggest night, a celebration of artistic excellence, technical mastery, and cultural impact that transcends mere popularity. For decades, the Golden Gramophone has represented a seal of approval from peers within the industry, theoretically separating high art from commercial product. Theoretically. I mean, come on. Who are we kidding ourselves? However, the musical artist Alex Warren, a figure whose meteoric rise is inextricably linked to algorithmic dominance on TikTok, rather than succeeding via a more traditional grassroots musical journey, presents a unique threat to this perceived legitimacy. The primary argument against such a nomination is that it rewards platform architecture over musical composition. Alex Warren's career trajectory is the blueprint of the modern influencer to artist pipeline. While his streaming numbers are respectable, critics argue that these metrics are often a byproduct of a pre-existing massive social following, rather than organic listener discovery. When the Recording Academy nominates artists whose audience was built on lifestyle vlogging and viral stunts, it risks signaling that the path to musical prestige is no longer about writing the best song, but about aggregating the most eyeballs. This shifts the Grammy from an award for music to an award for reach. The contentification of music legitimacy in the arts is often tied to intent. Traditionalists view the Grammys as a safeguard for music created as art, whereas the influencer economy often treats music as content. Nominating an artist who represents the pinnacle of the content creator economy blurs the line between a meticulously crafted album and a multi-platform media strategy. If the Academy cannot distinguish between a songwriter and a content strategist, the award further loses its specific value as an arbiter of musical quality. The Grammy nomination slots are finite, every slot occupied by a creator whose fame is arguably manufactured by social media algorithms is one less slot for a career musician, or a session player, or the innovative producer, or the breakthrough songwriter who lacks a marketing machine but possesses undeniable talent. So when clout becomes a viable substitute for craft in the nomination process, the Academy alienates the very community it claims to represent. The working musicians who rely on these accolades for career sustainability, not just for social validation. Ultimately, a nomination for a figure like Alex Warren doesn't necessarily impugn his personal effort, but it does challenge the definition of what the Grammys are meant to honor. If the awards succumb to the sheer weight of follower counts, they risk transforming from a peer-reviewed honor of artistic merit it into a high-budget mirror of the Billboard charts. So to maintain its legitimacy, the Academy must prove it could still hear the difference between a great song and a great algorithm. So for more hot takes, pop culture analysis, and blunt truths, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell as well to the High Epic Times so we can make more of these episodes of Hidden Histories. And please leave a comment if you feel there were any Grammy nominations this year that you think didn't really deserve to be considered, or perhaps any winners you thought were questionable. Until next time, bye-bye.